What's going on, guys? Welcome to another installment of some great content. When I say great content, I mean really good content. Like, who else makes better videos than me? Who else? I'm the best. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about the word GOAT. And I want to go very deep into this because it has some history to it. So I'm going to teach you guys the ways. I'm going to give you the definition. I'm going to give you the whole rundown, everything. So we're going to get straight into it. So the word GOAT is an acronym for the words greatest of all time. Now, greatest of all time, that's best of all time, could also be, or it could be, pretty much those two. So, greatest of all time or best of all time, best player of all time, best person. So, the word GOAT originated in about the early 2000s, with talks of who is the best. And I really started with sports. So, players like Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Excuse me. It's actually, unknown to who was the first person to use the word GOAT. But I believe it originated from LeBron James's marketing team. They were talking about who is the best basketball player of all time between Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell. We use the word GOAT today in sports, politics, in other conversations, other topics that might start that. So, for me, I could say that LeBron James is the GOAT, the greatest of all time. The statement essentially means that LeBron is the best player overall in history of the sport. It can be used to prove that someone is the best to ever do it. So, your GOAT could be Bobby Flay, only because he is the best cook to me. Best cook, best chef, I should say. Yeah, but I believe the word is very controversial because it starts big arguments when people have a different opinion on whose GOAT, greatest of all time, is better. And in some cases, it can be an insult, when it involves an actual person or player who is deemed to be the greatest by everybody. And then you have someone who is mediocre or average and they bring them into the conversation. So it definitely is big. Yeah. Very controversial. The use of the word is quite significant because, going back to my last point, it starts arguments and debates when you feel very strongly about that player and then the other player is talked about in the conversation or in the argument. You don't have to be a part of the in-group, I should say. It's basically you gotta be in the know, or generational or ethnic groups to understand the word GOAT and its meaning fully. Because someone who already knows it will educate you on the word, but it's up to you to, know the history behind who you feel more strongly about. So, and basically, you have to know who your favorite player or person is and why you think they should be the GOAT. The word GOAT is not used incorrectly because its meaning is universal. You could simply say your GOAT is Donald J. Trump, former president, because that's who you think is the best. That's you. So, now is it true? No. It will never be, in my opinion, and millions of other people that definitely agree with me, but it's your GOAT, nobody else's. So that's how that works. It's based on who you think is the best. But it can be, like I said, very controversial and insulting to some people. The word and its meaning have changed over the years, like since its originated date. Like I said, is more universal and more talked about now than it was 20 years ago. Mainly because social media and, different influencers, you watch your favorite YouTuber like me, you watch them and you see them talking about who you feel is the best player. So you might look up, for me, I might look up why LeBron James is the GOAT, greatest of all time, and I'll see somebody on YouTube or Twitter or somebody recording themselves talking about why they're the best. Then there might be another person who comes in and makes a rebuttal. They would probably say that, oh, we saw videos on LeBron being the best, the GOAT, but I'm going to make a video on Michael Jordan being the GOAT and why they think is the best. But like I said, it's your opinion. It's not anybody else's, but it will be controversial. So the word GOAT will have longevity in modern conversation and in the future. The word has been used before in many conversations prior to now and years before modern technology. Like I said, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, etc. From my personal experience, I have brought up arguments on, Lionel Messi being the GOAT in soccer, mainly because of how he came up and how well he plays now. Now that could also be controversial because it's like either Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, one of those two, but both of them are really good, so it's not really an insulting conversation. And I've also talked about LeBron James being the GOAT, my GOAT in the NBA. As far as the word, there's only one thing you have to understand about the GOAT, and that is its meaning is universal, like I've been saying. You can use it for any topic, any conversation, whether it's who's the best chef, who's the best player in sports, who was the best president even. But yeah, all those can go into that. Now there is only 2 rules for the word GOAT. And that is the first one, only say how you feel. Like I said before, only say how you feel in your opinion who is the greatest. So that's the first one. Only say who you feel is the greatest in your opinion. And then second rule is you have to back up your claim. You have to back up your argument, because if you can't, then people are just gonna run right over you, They're gonna run right over you. So yeah, I definitely would give those 2 rules. Now there might be other rules that could go into the term GOAT, but it's mainly those 2 rules. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I want to give a huge shout out to Black Star. Know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. This nigga's in my studio, bro. He's in my equipment, bro. You're welcome, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Hope you guys enjoyed. And stay tuned for some bangers. You know what I'm saying? This is only an assignment video, but if y'all want to see some more content, you know what I'm saying? I can do the do, you know what I'm saying? So, we out. Bye bye.